What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be continuing from where we left off in the last one, and that was where we essentially connected up to the Reddit API and went on the hunt for memes from certain subreddits. So for example, the meme subreddit, programmer humor, history memes, and cat memes. And then we found memes from the data that we received and then scraped them based on the URL that was associated with each meme. So that's what we did. And if you haven't, if you're curious about how that works, then I recommend checking out the last video. It's fairly simple to connect up with the Reddit API, and then in the end, what we did is we basically enter a name of the subreddit we want to collect memes from, and then run this script here. In this example, I've named it meme collector.py. Run that, and then it stores that within a folder which is named after the subreddit you've scraped the images from or the memes from. So history memes, we have a bunch of history memes. Cat memes, we have a few memes around cats, and memes in general, and programming humor. So I mean, once you have something like that, you can just enter the name of any subreddit that you want to use to collect memes from. And also, if you haven't seen the last video, then the code base is also available. The link to the repo is in the description, so feel free to check that out. But in this video, we now go ahead and start creating the API. So that's the end goal, is to create an API which allows us to respond with memes. So a random meme based on something. So if we went on / programmer memes, we'd get a random meme from the programmer memes we've collected. And also we'll look at how we can upload memes as well. So we can use the API to upload an image basically, and then store that within some folder, whether it be memes, programming humor, or whatever sort of folders you've ended up creating. So we'll also look into that too. But that's it for the intro. Now we can start coding. So to get started with our API, as the name suggests of this video, we'll be using FastAPI. And in order to get started, we need to make the necessary installations. So I think I already have FastAPI installed within this virtual environment, but if you're curious, or if you want to know how to install it, we'll just do pip install fast API all, and that's really it. I already have it installed, so that was pretty. It was just a reminder that I already have it. However, it might take a couple seconds for it to install on your in your environment. But once we have FastAPI, as that will be the only library that we'll be using to create our API, we can go ahead and get started. So we'll create our main.py, and this is where our API will live. So we can say import FastAPI as _FastAPI. And we can say the app equals _FastAPI.FastAPI, like so. And that's really it. We can go ahead now and create our root. So in order to create our root, we can do @app.get / and we can just say root, and we'll add a nice little welcome message. So message, welcome to the amazing meme API, and just hit save there. And now we can go ahead and run the FastAPI. So we can just zoom in and do UV. Oops, wait, am I in source? Yep, cool. So UV icon main : app -- reload. And there we have it. So if we go to our browser, we can go to / port 8000, and we get our message. So let me just close that. So with port 8000, we can also use the really nice interface that comes with FastAPI, which is built using Swagger. There's another one, if you don't like /docs, there's also Redox, or Redoc, sorry, which is a bit different. I haven't really checked this one out, but yeah, like you can go ahead and use that if you want. But I prefer docs. And there we go. So if we just try that out, execute, there we go. We have our welcome to the amazing meme API. But yeah, let's just zoom out. We can go ahead and create some roots for our memes. So we can do one for app.get / and we'll call this one general memes. So this will make use of this folder here, this memes. And we can say get general memes. And the reason why I'm calling it general memes is because these memes, they don't really have like a certain theme around it, unlike programmer humor or history memes or cat memes. That's just naming preference. So we can just do like a colon and then just put parse here. But yeah, if we go back now, and if I hit refresh, we get general memes. And now we can go ahead and fill this in. So we want like because we're interacting with our path or like our file system, I don't really like keeping all of this within like main.py. Main.py should just do one thing, which is just respond. It shouldn't do any of the logic that we need. And that's why I prefer storing it in something like services.py to kind of also align with this service layer architecture pattern that's there within the software engineering domain, if you like. And then to do that, we first want to just get our image files. So we can create a method saying get image files, or file names, probably a better one. And we'll pass in a directory name, which will be a string. And this will basically return a list of strings. So we can import list from typing. So from typing, import list. And we can say list square str. Pass there. Okay, yeah. So what we want is to get a list of all the images that are within each of these folders. So cat memes, so we want a list of all of these. We want a list of all within history memes, say if the directory name was history memes, etc. So to do that, we need the OS library. So import OS as _OS. And we can just return _OS and then list directory and just pass in the directory name. And that's it. Like, you might think this is a bit like a bit of an overkill to just wrap something so simple with inside a method, but more so for readability, so we know what this method is meant to do. And there's a reason why I have the underscore at the beginning, and that's to just keep the method protected within our file from like on a human level. So also if you're using like pylint or some linter for Python, then it will also, like, we don't want to import this to other files. We just want to keep this within this file, and it will warn you if you import or make use of a method that begins with an underscore. But yeah, so now we can basically get a random image, so the path to a random image, and we can create select random image. And this on purpose does not have the underscore because we'll be making use of select random image within main.py. But you'll see that in a second. So we just do directory underscore name. That will be a string, and that's really it. And that will return a string, and that string will be the path to that image that we find. So we can say images, and we can do get image file names and pass in the directory name. So now we have a list. Now all we want to do now is select a random image from that. And in order to do so, we need the random library, import that as underscore random, and we can say random image, and that will just do underscore random dot choice, and then we just pass in images. So yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the underscore random dot choice method, that just as it says here, choose a random element from a non-empty sequence. So our like non-empty sequence in this case is our images list. So we'll just pick out a random file name from that. And then we want to create the path for that. So the path will be, format this, and we can say the directory name / random, oops, not in there, and then / random underscore image, if I can spell, and then we can just return path, like so. And that's really it. That's the method we're going to make use of. So within get general memes, we can basically now say image path equals, and then we just need the services that we created. So import services as underscore services, and we can do services dot select random image, and the directory name, so we'll say memes. And now we can just return the file. So we want to respond with the file or the image in our case. So in order to do that, we need to import responses from FastAPI. So we can say import FastAPI.responses as underscore responses, like so. And we can do underscore responses.file response, and then just pass in the image path. And that image path will be something like memes / some random image from memes. So something from here like 0dtvn.gif, and that's really it. So we can go ahead and check this out now. Go back, hit refresh, click try out on general memes. So get general memes, execute, and we have a general, like we have a meme. And we can also check this out within the browser as well. So just copy this request URL here, open it up, and there we have our meme. And we can just refresh that, and we just get a bunch of random ones, and there you go. So that's for general memes. We can go ahead now and create one for cat memes. So we can just copy that, change general memes to cat memes, change this name to cat memes, and we want from the cat memes folder, and there we go. We've got another endpoint, so we can go back, hit refresh, and we have cat memes here, try out, execute, and now we have a cat meme. So yeah, pretty straightforward. We can just check the browser as well. So cat memes, hit refresh, and we get a bunch of images now, or cat memes. So yeah, we can just do one last one. So we can do the programmer humor one. I don't want to do all of them, but like the principles there, like if you want to create one for, I don't know, let's say you've got philosophy memes, or you've got car memes, or Disney memes, whatever, you just have to make the name so that like the directory that you've stored, let's say like Disney memes, you've got to make sure that you're making that call to that directory, or you're using that directory. But yeah, we can just do one now for programmer humor. And we can say programmer memes. We'll just call it programmer memes just to be consistent, and just change this to programmer memes. And this will make use of the programmer humor directory. So this guy here. And just to make sure, we can go back, and we can, now we see the programmer memes, get programmer memes, try out, execute, and we have a programmer related meme. So yeah, that's basically responding with a file. Now we can go ahead and look at how we could, what if we wanted to post a meme? So we wanted to add a meme to one of our directories, whether it be memes, cat memes, programming humor, and how would we go about doing that within FastAPI? So in order to get started with posting images to our meme API, we can go back to our main.py file and create a post request. So we'll just add the boilerplate in for now, new post, and it will just be the same as / programmer memes. And you can do this for whichever kind of endpoint or kind of meme category you want. I'm just going to stick with programmer memes. And then we can just do create programmer meme, like so. And what this will take is an image. So we'll be sending an image, and we want FastAPI to kind of deal with that. And we can just say FastAPI.upload file, and that's the type. And by default, we can basically go ahead and use the FastAPI file. So just do file, file object like so, and then just pass in the ellipsis. And that takes care of everything for us, which is great as developers. Like, we don't really want to worry about something as kind of trivial as this. Like sending images with an API is like, it's normal. We don't want to fuss about like the internals of doing something like that. And the beauty with FastAPI is is the developer speed. So like in this case, we don't have to care about like dealing with all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so now what we want is to kind of just put pass in for now, and we can go ahead. Actually, if we head back to docs, we have this post, which of course doesn't do anything right now. But if we click try out, you'll see this here. So this choose file, and yeah, like I'll be making use of this meme here. But the point is that like it comes with that out of the box with the interface, which is just great stuff. But yeah, let's go back and add a service to kind of deal with uploading an image. So we'll make like a public if you like method. We'll call this upload image. We want to pass in the directory name. So where do we want to store it? For the programmer memes, I'll be storing it in programmer humor. So just string, and also the image. And again, we can use the image type. So just import FastAPI as FastAPI. And we can say FastAPI.upload file, like so. And yeah, that's our type now. Let's go fill this in. So the first thing is we want to make sure that we're only sending images. I'm going to do like I think there are a few different workarounds with FastAPI in what the kind of files you're allowed to send, but I'm just going to do like a very kind of basic check. So we'll do is_image, and this will take in the file name, and based off the file name, so is it like image, is it file name.png or JPG, or is it like .pdf? We want to deal with that, and this will just return a boolean. And we can create like a tuple, or a tuple, say valid expressions, extensions is probably a better name. So we can do .png, .jpg, .jpeg, and .gif or GIF, however you want to pronounce it. And then all we need to do is just return file name ends with the like something that's in valid extensions, and that just returns a boolean. So yeah, like I think even if you hover, no, maybe not, but yeah, that returns a boolean. So check to make sure that the file name has one of these extensions. And now we can use that within our upload image. So we can say if is image, and just pass in the file name, so image.file name, like so. If it is, then let's make the necessary changes. or write the necessary code, sorry. So yeah, we want to create, so one thing we want to make sure is that the images that we upload have unique names. That way we don't have any conflicts, and that could then lead to just our entire API crashing. So again, this will be kind of like a basic way of, somewhat basic, it's pretty secure. In our case, it definitely is. But we just want to make sure that we're not kind of sending like an image with the same name into the same directory, or two images with the same name into the same directory. So yeah, that's what we want to do. And we can make use of a timestamp. So we can say time str, and what we want is the time module. So we can just import time as underscore time. Oops, time. And now we can say time.strf time, so string format time, and we can just pass in what we want. So we want the year, we want the month. Actually, let me get rid of these dashes. And we also want the day. And then we can take the hour, the minute, and the second. And now we can create the image name. So we can say timestamp or time string, and then concatenate that with the file name. So image.filename. And we might have file names that have like a space within it. So we want to make sure that we don't have that, as that can also lead to errors. So we want to replace anything that has like white space. If there's a space, we want to replace that with a dash, so that we have a valid file name. And now we can go ahead and just write that file. So with open, and we pass in the directory name. Oops, I always forget the double quotes. So double quotes, curly brackets, directory name, / and then just the image name, like so. And we can just say right binary plus, WB +, and then all we need is just to set the image file upload, let's call it that. And in order to do that, we can just say, image upload, so image file upload dot write, and we want to just do image dot file dot read, like so. And that's it. Like, we have the image now, and we can just return the image, the path itself. So we can just do what we had here. We could probably have just stored this within like a variable to make it easier, but never mind. We can do image underscore name, like so, and that should be fine. Also, we want to like cover if it's not an image, and we can just return none, and we can use that for like responding with the right kind of, or some HTTP exception. But yeah, so to kind of go over what we just done, we check to make sure that the extension of the file is an image, so .png, JPEG, whatever. We create a timestamp. We then use the image file name that we upload, concatenate that with the time string or the timestamp, and then we write it to the directory name, and that's it. And then finally, we just return the image path itself. But yeah, that deals with the uploading the image. So we can go back now to the main.py file, and we can make use of it. So we can say like file path or image. Actually, let's call it file path, because we don't know if it is an image just yet. So we can say file path equals services dot upload image, and this will take in the directory name. So in our case, programmer humor, and lastly, just the image. Oops, like so. And that's Now from there we'll get either we get none if it's not a valid image, or we just get the path to that image that's been added to our programmer humor directory. So yeah, now we can say if the file path is none, we want to deal with it. So we can return a FastAPI.http exception and say the status code is equal to, say, 409. That might be the better one. Like, I think it's something to do with like invalid like upload or something like that. And we can just say the detail or the message that we'll give back is incorrect file type. Cool. And then finally, if there is a file path, we can just return responses.fileResponse and then just the file path itself. And hopefully now that should work. So what we can do now is we can go back to our like interface, or our Swagger FastAPI interface. If we go now to programmer memes, the post request, click try out, choose a file. So we'll choose this one. And yeah, so notice how if we go into programmer humor, like there's nothing, so it should start with a date or a timestamp. So it will be like a year, month, etc. Right now we don't see anything because we haven't uploaded anything. But now if I've selected the file. If I click execute, we get the response, which is this is the meme that I sent. We go back here and we see this. So this is the file. So it has like 2021. The 29th of April 2021 and the time I'm sending it, along with the image name, and there we have it. That's really it. Like we can go ahead and do the same for a bunch of other ones. So we could do one for memes or history memes. But now if we go back and we can, let's say I hit refresh, try it out, choose file, select the same one again, execute it. And yeah, like we get two of the same, like the images are still the same, but the names are unique. That's why it allows for it. So that way we don't have any conflicts, because the time I sent it was, like the minute difference was, like it increased by a minute. So the one I uploaded before was at 23:58 or 11:58. And the one I just uploaded now is at 59, but the second as well, like also helps. You could also include like milliseconds or nanoseconds, depending on how many, like if you make this public, this API public for like external users to use, then you kind of want to deal with that with like nanoseconds and stuff, or like have an extra layer of security when it comes to naming a file. But that's essentially it. Like you can go ahead and do the exact same thing for cat memes. Or creating a cat meme. So to do that, you can just to be quick about it, we can say cat memes. So the same as this one here. We can say create cat meme. And all we need to do is change the file name or the directory name. In this case, it's just cat meme. Or cat memes, like so. And if we go back, with cat memes, we can post that, try it out. Let's say I just use the same one again, execute, and like this is the wrong meme for the wrong endpoint, but the point is, like, we go back now to cat memes, we have this here, like this 2021 10/4/30, and then just the timestamp, just basically the timestamp along with the name that we put in. But yeah, that's really it. So what we've gone ahead and done is we've responded. We've shown how FastAPI can respond with images or files, well, more so images, and we've also looked at how we can post images to FastAPI, and that basically wraps up this kind of two-part series on memes with FastAPI, I guess a bit of image scraping. And yeah, I hope this tutorial helped. If you are wondering how to use images with FastAPI, then hopefully this gives you a basic understanding of how to do that. But yeah, other than that, like feel free to check out the source code. And yeah, if you want to see more content like this, then feel free to like and subscribe. And also I have a Discord server, so if you want to get in contact with me, feel free to just join that and just drop a hello, or yeah, if you've got any questions or any recommendations even for content that you might like to see from me, then yeah, just let me know in the server or in the comments. But yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next few videos.